So I'm very excited about this. I have a delicious order from US Wellness Meats. If you want high quality food, this is the only place to order. They have grass-fed meats, grass-fed cheese, but I'm going to show you exactly what I got. So they package this properly. I had other things to do. I left this in the box because I wasn't worried about it thawing out, because it's not going to thaw out. They have dry ice in here. They have these space-like bags. Invoice, and teaches you how to thaw out properly, and some nice instructions. One of those space blankets. Let's see. Look at this, guys. Some spicy biltong. So, you know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I just want to show you. I'm too excited, and I'm also very hungry. It's like beef jerky. This is so good. Oh my gosh. I love spice. You don't have to get spicy. They have other varieties. Great brand. While I nosh on that, the raw Gouda from Likens Valley Creamery is the best cheese I've ever had in my life. I can't wait to make grilled cheese with this, but I always melt the cheese at the end. I like to keep the cheese raw. It's made from A2 cows, which everyone knows that A2 milk from heritage cows is easier to digest. And it's frozen like a brick. That's what I'm saying. It stays completely frozen. Ooh, we got some raw baby Swiss too. Raw baby Swiss. Can't be missed. This, I've never gotten this from them before. Wild Alaskan salmon, sockeye salmon, in a pouch instead of a can. I mean, I'm very excited to make some salmon salad with this. It's gonna be banging. Look, I know you probably can't hear over the crinkling, but they package it so beautifully. Everything stays absolutely freezing. Some more jerky. You can't get enough jerky. This is turkey jerky, so I'm pretty excited. I've never tried their turkey jerky. Their beef jerky is absolutely delicious. If you have not had beef salami before, their beef salami is to die for. I made a video, it's a charcuterie video, and it's a teaser with all dried fruit and this salami. Their beef salami, US Wellness is beef salami cut with it, a little bit of vino, red wine. Dude, it looks so good, I was stoked. These bad boys, these scallops, these Lumi Island Wild Alaskan Weathervane scallops. Now, the price is costly because scallops are very expensive, but I'm telling you, one, it's very hard to find scallops that aren't dry, meaning they're not soaked in a solution. Sometimes like a chlorinated gross solution, and it's not, there's no reason for it. We don't need our food to be preserved in anything other than salt and naturally occurring nitrates, maybe from celery powder, which people use in different instances for certain sausages and all those different things, opposed to adding nitrates, because celery has natural nitrates. We work with nature, not against it. But anyway, these scallops are the best scallops we've ever had. That's why I got them again, because we made them and they were like butter. They're so sweet, they're so delicious. Scallops are super high in omega-3s and super high in protein. These bad boys pack a nice punch in 3 ounces, and they're low calories if you're counting calories, which I don't really condone counting calories unless you're doing something competitive. I think you should just eat whole, natural foods and everything sort of falls into place. But these scallops are the best scallops you'll ever have in your life. So definitely purchase them and try them from US Wellness. You won't find these anywhere else in my book. Ooh, my hands are freezing because they're so cold. This beef bologna, bologna, prison food. No, I haven't tried their bologna yet, and I'm very excited because I love bologna and I love fried bologna with eggs. That's one of my favorite things. These little bad boys, some delicious filet mignon. There's nothing like a good filet mignon. Beef tenderloin. Every time we've got it, it's absolutely delicious. You don't need anything other than salt, and to cook it medium rare, it melts in your mouth like butter. Or pair it with some lobster tails, or even with the scallops, surf and turf. We've done it before. Another video on that too. Tons of videos. Remember, smash that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble. Please help spread the word. We're creating purposeful entertainment with unbiased information, and we are awakening society with that, with health information, with narrative films of fiction, psychological thrillers and horrors that actually have real bones to them, that exploit government corruption and corporate corruption in collusion with government. And that's why we tend to get censored on YouTube often, because it's not with their agenda. They're for advocating for not so good things in my book. Not so good things in my book. I do not do steroids. I'm just naturally fit because I eat good food. You get that joke there? You get that jab there? Anyway, these beef tenderloins, I got a lot of them, so that's a lot. Bam! Bailey's just chilling, looking. Look at this. Ground chicken. You're not going to find pasture-raised ground chicken anywhere. This chicken is so good. It's so flavorful. It has a completely different flavor than your average regular chicken, which is generally fed soy and a slew of things that they're not supposed to eat. Chickens are omnivores, so they actually eat both vegetables, fruits, and meat. So they're meant to graze on the pasture, and of course, pasture. They're meant to graze on the pasture, and of course, worms, grub. They even eat ticks, which is pretty cool. How they don't manage to get, like, I know ticks need to bite you to get Lyme disease, but good control on the Lyme disease population. Another thing that is kind of relatively new, Lyme disease, that is. More beef tenderloins, endless tenderloins, liverwurst. This stuff is lovely. If you want to get your active vitamin A, retinol, palmate, either way, as bioactive forms of vitamin A, meaning it's more absorbable and easier than other things, such as like pumpkin or sweet potato. But don't get me wrong, beta carotene, all those things are important. But the active form of the bioactive form in animals is always going to be superior to plants, and less toxic and less toxic and less inflammatory on the body. Excuse me. I made this video spontaneously, so I'm jarring my words. Ooh, chicken thigh pack. More pasture-raised, good old chicken. I love crisping chicken up in the oven. Some nice crispy chicken thighs. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Got a lot of stuff, man. More chicken thighs. What else we got here? Beef knuckles. What do I do with beef knuckles? I make bone broth with them. A couple beef knuckles in a nice pot of water in an Instant Pot makes beautiful gelatinous bone broth. And we all know that we need bone broth in order to balance out the amino acids in regular meat. And also for our skin, for our joints, our bodies are made of 30% of our body is connective tissue. So we want to nourish our connective tissue. We want to be agile. We want to be flexible. We want to have strong joints, beautiful skin. Glycine and all these different amino acids and peptides that are in bone broth are so essential for our bodies, for our skin, for our gut. And we all know our brain begins in our gut. Something ran through the yard, maybe a deer. Who is it, Bailey? Again, more liverwurst. It doesn't end. Braunschweiger, which is a more mild liverwurst from U.S. Wellness Meats. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. It doesn't have the other organs that the liverwurst has, so it's more mild and, to me, more creamy, like the traditional liverwurst. The liverwurst has beef hearts, beef kidneys, and I think it's banging. A lot of people love it. This, if you're trying to get your kids to eat liver for the first time, I would recommend the Braunschweiger more so than their liverwurst first time around. But I love both, and they're both banging. We got, ground buffalo. So excited about this. Wild idea, ground buffalo. I have a wild idea. Let's make some ground buffalo. I'm super excited. Maybe I'll make some tacos with this. When I cook with U.S. Wellness Meats products, I don't like to do anything super crazy because, like, there's so much flavor and so much uniqueness to their food. It's like I don't want to mask it. I don't want to do anything nuts. I don't want to cover it in all sauces and everything. Literally just salt, pepper. That's it. Like, you don't need to do much when you're cooking with really high quality products. That's what I try and emphasize. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. More chicken thighs. What else we got? Oh, yo, elk. Ground elk. I've never had elk before. I'm super excited for this. Elk is a lean meat. I just can't wait to try it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But again, always keeping it simple. Tons of chicken thighs. Ground chicken. One of my favorite products ever. Is this my way? No, it's not. Dude, these chicken sausages, Granny Smith apples, oh my gosh. It's like to die for. They're so good. And they have such a nice hint of clove and some warm fall-like spices. It's a very good fall sausage choice. One of my favorites. Let's see what else we got. Oh, dude. Turkey Italian sausage. The best sausage I've ever had in my life, alongside the chicken sausage. You can taste just the sharpness of their provolone. It's to die for. I love them. There's so much that you can do with them. You can make pasta dishes with them. You can do turkey sausage stuffed potato buns, which we've done other videos on, so please feel free to check that out. Yeah, they are worth purchasing. They have tons of flavor. They stay super moist. So good. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. What do we got here? Beef chuck roast. Now, why did I get a beef chuck roast? Well, it's fall. It's October. So what happens in October? Well, I'm going to tell you. We tend to make a lot of stews, and there's nothing like a lovely stew. I love stews. So I'll make some sort of traditional stew with maybe a mirepoix, which is celery, carrots, onion, some potatoes in there. And I'll start by searing this off, and then I'll put it in the pressure cooker with a bunch of vegetables, cook it down, and probably reduce it again after I take it out of the Instapot to make the sauce very decadent. So maybe I'll do a cup of red wine, beef bourguignon-ish. I love wine and stews, especially good quality French red, like a Cabernet Sauvignon or some sort of Syrah, some sort of dry, oomphy wine that brings out the meat. But I'm excited for this. Beef chuck roast is the greatest cut. It melts in your mouth once it cooks for a couple hours, 3 hours. Not in the Instapot. Instapot it could cook in an hour, but if you're doing it stovetop, which I don't mind, old school, I think that's even more lovely if you have the time. Easy peasy. Love it. Oh, pork chops. Pork chops. There's nothing like soy-free pork chops. Hard to find now in the grocery stores. So I've gotten these before. I love them. Pork chops pair beautifully with apples. I love apples. Apples and pork. So you can always, after you saute these, 1, 2, 3, quick, have them at room temperature because pork cooks relatively quick, and we don't want to overcook pork. Otherwise it gets tough. Pork can be, good quality pork can be eaten pink. Okay? It doesn't mean rare, but pink in the middle. And you can always take them out after you cook them, after you sear them. Saute some apples and onions. Add a little splash of apple cider vinegar, and some apple cider vinegar. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Cook them in apple cider, a cup of apple cider, a little splash of apple cider vinegar. There we go. And some salt. It's quick, easy, banging. You can add some mushrooms in there if you want to get some extra vitamin D2 from your mushrooms. But yeah, these pork chops are lovely. You're not going to find better pork than this. Let's see what else. And of course, we got the traditional, the grass-fed ground beef. Grass-fed, grass-finished as always, 85% lean. Sometimes I find it to be a little fattier and like more so 80-20 depending. It's, again, when you're mixing and grinding and having fresh cuts, you can't always just like exactly get it on 80-20, 85-15, but it's absolutely delicious. Right, Bailey? We're losing daylight, but I wanted to get this done for you guys. I haven't made a video like this for for my fans and for US Wellness, my ultimate fans, my buddies. I love them. Again, I want to say thank you to US Wellness. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because these products, they feed my family. They feed all of us. And what you guys are doing at US Wellness Meats is rare in today's society, as far as regenerative agriculture and valuing our earth and valuing our planet and truly contributing to the wellness of earth and our society as a whole. So bless you and thank you for whoever's watching this, sharing this, enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, share my content, check out my movies, and yeah, we'll be doing more of these. Peace and love to you. Have a beautiful day. Take care.